Hey guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I've had a really big think about my collection, and with the demise of one of my competitors, I've realized the power of having 5 identical Pateks. And sometimes I like to do a bit of dreaming, a bit of fantasizing. And, I thought to myself, yes, I got a beautiful 5-piece Patek collection plus a JLC. At the moment, I'm holding 6 watches at the moment, 6 men's. I got a few for the ladies, but I don't count them. So I thought to myself, let's just pretend I started from scratch. And I say, well, what would I buy? Because I mean, the big thing with me is I got such knowledge on watches, and I can't see the wood for the trees. I'm so in my collection, I can't really pick good choices. It's like you can't give yourself advice because you're too deep in the problem, but you can give your friends advice. So I said to myself, let's just say I wanted to revamp the collection. What would I do? And guys, for the examples I'm going to give you here, everything is in Australian dollars. And basically 1 Aussie dollar is about 66 US cents. So the US dollar is basically a lot stronger than the Aussie. So because I'm in Australia and my brain thinks in Aussie, that's what I'm going to use here. So okay, so what would I say if I wanted to revamp a collection? Well, the first thing you want to do is, before you start designing a collection, is you say to yourself, well, how many watches works best for you? And in my case there, I've had collections one and done. I've had 2 3-piece collections all the way up to I remember I had 2 6-piece boxes. So that's 12 pieces. And I had more and more because I had some, beaters and keepers, and you know what I mean. So it's an interesting thing. I've owned a number of different sizes. I generally think if I have too many watches, I get confused. I don't enjoy them. I basically just rotate the beaters, and that kind of defeats the purpose of having a beautiful collection. So I got to be totally honest with you. I would say for me, somewhere between 5 and 7 pieces is kind of the optimum level. Any less than 5, and I'm constantly trying to buy another one. I'm saving. Any more than 7, and I get into hoarder sort of mentality. So for me, that's the number. Now, a good friend of mine, he's got 20 plus watches. This is the super collector Dave. He's got a lot of he's got a beautiful vintage. He's got sort of like subs collections in the whole collection. He's got sports Rolex, modern sports Rolex. He's got vintage Rolex. He has got long A and high end. He's got so many different categories in this collection. He's probably got about 30, just under 30. And he loves that. He loves a big, massive collection. And with his salary and with his investment, it's fine. For me, I find I get too confused with that many. So realistically, you got to do what works for you. For me, 5, 6, 7 pieces is kind of the optimum level. Okay, so that's the first statement. Because if you are a person who's happy with 3 pieces, no point me telling you to buy 5. And also, if you're a person who wants big numbers, 20, 30 pieces, there's no point me telling you to get 3 pieces. It's got to work out what is your mojo. So I just want to make that statement. So for me, 5 to 7. Okay, so let's revamp. So firstly, I would like a watch I can use every day. It's something that is waterproof, something that is I can dress up or dress down, very flexible, very usable, and I've gone for the Rolex Submariner 116613, the ceramic bluesy. And I gotta confess, when I owned the Maserati Blue Dial Daytona two-tone, the thing I liked most about it was the clasp, the new modern clasp. You know, so I think for me, a bluesy ceramic would be absolutely perfect. I had the pre-ceramic and I was swearing blues, pre-ceramic. They're not making them, but I got to be totally honest. If I was revamping, if I was starting again, I reckon the ceramic bluesy's the way I would go. Beautiful. That's also a one and done. You can do so much with that watch there. So that'd be number 1 watch. Number 2, so that watch there, a bluesy ceramic in my country, Australia, somewhere between 17 and 20,000 Aussie dollars. They're selling slightly above retail. The next watch is one that I've had many times before. Not ridiculously expensive. It's still expensive. It's a luxury watch, but quite reasonable. And that, of course, is the Omega Speedmaster. Omega Speedmaster, man on the moon. And if I was getting one again, I'd probably go big box, the big box version. It's got the new revised bracelet with the screw links. I think that's a better way to do it. Just a great, I used to love winding a manual wind chronograph. No date, no, just wind, set, wind and wear. You know, it's just beautiful sort of thing to have. I'd say somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 Aussie dollars for that there, pre-owned. Then as a third piece, so I've got a diver and I've got a chronograph. The third piece is I'd like a nice GMT. What would I get this time? Because I was a very strong supporter of the Polar, the 40mm Polar, the 16570. You know what I'd get this time? What do you think I'd get? The new 42. New 42, 216570. Polar or black. It depends what came up. Either one would be fine, but possibly Polar. Nothing wrong either way. So that's my three-piece core. And then I'd say, you know what? Okay, that's my three-piece core. What else would I want? And this is where actually these are pieces that I've already got. The Reverso Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date. I think that is a beautiful watch. Yes, I would definitely want that. And then, out of my Pateks, which one means the most to me? And it's quite fascinating. Which one means the most? It's my white gold 5127. Yes, that is the watch. Quick wristwatch check. 5127 Patek Philippe. I think just beautiful. I love that watch. Crown Guard. It's just me. That is me. Because I had the 5107, and this is slightly. It got revamped. With the only difference between this one and the 5107 is the bezel itself. This is more of a rounded bezel, which I quite like. I think they're both nice. I can't criticize. I loved my 5107. I still do. In some ways, that's a beautiful watch. So that gives you 5 pieces. And then I say to myself, you know what? I'd like a beater. What would I like as a beater? And I've got 3 pieces. This is my choice of beaters. A Tudor Black Bay Burgundy. Okay, so that's a 41mm size. Some sort of Pam that's at a discount, like probably a Pam 111 or a 112. Or a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage. Doesn't matter if it's Heritage 1 or Heritage 2. That's what I'd kind of like. And I got to be completely honest with you. I've looked at this collection here, and I think, wowzers, I could really achieve this. In fact, if I sold a few of my pieces off, okay, if I sold a few pieces off, say I sold the 5110 and the 5035. If I sold both of those, that'd probably get me Australian dollars 65,000. I sold the 5196, I'd get at least 20 Aussie. Even actually, I paid more for it, but let's just round these figures down to be conservative. And finally, a 6006, say 34,000 Aussie. And that'd give me a total of 130,000 to buy those 4 watches. That's the two-tone ceramic bluesy, Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon, Explorer 2 42, and a beater, one of the beaters. That'd be about 40,000 Aussie dollars. So if I sold 4 Pateks off, I'd have $90,000 to play. It's Aussie, not US. That's Aussie. 90,000 Aussie to buy some sort of vehicle, like a Porsche, a Mercedes. I could buy whatever I wanted, but I gotta tell you, I look at this and I can't do it. I can't do it because I tell you what goes wrong. I say to myself, Arch, the collection you got is amazing. 5 identical Pateks. I sell the World Time. I'll never get one again. The World Time, it's sort of a 40,000 Aussie dollar watch. It'll become a $50,000-$60,000 watch. If I sell the annual calendar, it's kind of high 20s. It's got scope to become a $30,000-$40,000 watch. The 5196, I'll never find another one again in nice condition like that at 20,000. And the 6006, it would piss off my friend Dave. Dave is the one who facilitated that deal. He'd get pissed off at me. He'd get angry. He'd say, Dave, he'd say, Archie, I didn't give that watch to you to make money. I gave it to you to enjoy and love and lust and hoard and possess, not to sell it off and make bucks. And I say to myself, well, why don't I just do it this way? Why don't I say, okay, I could add the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon, add the beater, and then slowly chip away at the extra 2 Rolexes down the track. And that's what makes it so hard, is that I find it really hard to sell my Pateks because having 5, I've beaten the rodent. I have beaten the rodent. And that means a lot to me. That really does mean a lot to me. Knowing that he's not in that league. That really does mean a hell of a lot to me. I mean, I'm as superficial as fuck. And to know that he can't come within cooey, it really does police me. So yeah, that's kind of the way I see things. So I'm interested to know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. Tell me. I'd love to hear from you. So, guys, tell me. What do you think? I gotta be honest, I think I'll keep the paddocks. I do love my paddocks. I really, really love my paddocks. And, yeah, I love my paddocks. Guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Tell me what you think. Comments below. And I'll see you in the next one. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, new sponsor on the channel, APPSTANTIATE. Help get the most of your engineering and DevOps with APPSTANTIATE. APPSTANTIATE provides on-demand DevOps infrastructure, test automation, and continuous integration as a service with a focus on mentoring and hiring assistants to help engineering teams scale. They are experts in Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services, and the latest open source utilities to help your company save time and money. Cost reduction in your hosting bills alone will pay for itself. In addition, the team is 100% onshore, New York City-based senior engineers. APPSTANTIATE will help you get most productivity out of your current stack and/or employee headcount. Email hello@appstantiate.com. Please email now, hello@appstantiate.com, for more information. ArchieLuxury, proudly supporting fantastic businesses. And don't forget, guys, make sure you subscribe to the ArchieLuxury corporate live streaming channel to be updated on all the live shows I do. Live shows! Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW. David SW.